deserves a nice round of applause as well. Even though they fucked up the first time, they came to their senses. So no fuck Warner Media and this and that. Nobody wants the backlash. Nobody wants that. None doesn't want that for AEW. So everybody came together.
Yeah, we do need to now stop and cease the Warner Media hate. Yeah, we poured it on when we felt that we were being deprived of something as we should have. But they did give in and give us what we wanted. Now we need to back off, right? I mean, what else can they do at this point? They gave us exactly what we wanted. We are happy. If you're not happy, you should be happy because that was a damn good tribute. And let's just back off. We don't have to sing their praises, but at the same time, let's stop slamming.
Yeah, that's gonna come to an end, and I think the Jay Briscoe tribute celebration airs at 1 Eastern. If you guys want to, go check that out on YouTube. So by the time this show is over, on AEW, I believe AEW and Ring of Honor YouTube. I don't know if AEW something tomorrow live. I think actually I will do One of the things I love about it is that it makes hiring all in one place so easy because that's the hard part. They shouldn't. Start hiring now.
Oh, fuck. I ain't gonna kill my ass. I'll feel safe over here.
I've never wanted to stick to
They come at me. One other side of the truck. One in front of me. And one on the other side of the white, one on the other side of the truck.
You know, I hear a lot of people telling me that they prefer Sami to Cody Rhodes. And listen, I've been pushing the Cody narrative ever since he got surgery for the torn pec. But I will say this: if Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns goes to the event for WrestleMania, if Sami Zayn
watch it.
guys, Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Down! Get the fuck off! Oh, fuck that time up there. Got to get 4 motherfucking ways.
Here, everybody looked very good. Sammy looked great out there. Jericho looked great. Starks, loved seeing Ricky Starks on
Gotta get 4 ways and shit. Man.
Jericho Appreciation Society got a big win, which I assume is going to set up a Starks Jericho match.
Agent
This was really, really good. Hot crowd, everybody was into this. Jericho and Starks, they made their tags into the match. That's what everybody really came for. Guevara and Andretti started it off. Andretti landed a Spanish fly at one point here for 2 counts. Like I said, Jericho and Starks made their tags. Came in a shot battle right in the middle of the ring. Starks went up top and did his strut on the top rope, and Sammy Guevara walked up to the top rope, a tightrope walk to the top rope, and did a cutter to stop Ricky Starks' strut on the top. Man, that looked fucking great. Sammy Guevara is so good, man.
He is, and his doorway
Entering safe area.
out of the ring exit stage where
Yes.
way back on the Sammy Guevara hype. He's so good.
Yeah, it was actually very good. Yeah, I know a lot of people probably looked at it like, oh, man, same shit again, but you know, Jericho is a master with talent, and he probably, you know, I would be shocked if Jericho didn't request Sammy to come back into the JAS and just help him kind of heal his wounds after what had happened on his own. This was probably a Jericho call, and Jericho knows that. He's a golden ticket for the talent. He basically revitalized Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, he definitely he gets sent over the ring. But between him and his fight, they kind of put a huge dip in his popularity. Yeah, Jericho is seriously in the process of a story. Good on him.
So Jericho and Guevara, they were posing. Starks got double boots up on a diving Guevara. Andretti made the hot tag. Multiple backbreaker, neckbreaker combos. Topes. Starks hit a swinging DDT on Guevara while Andretti hit a springboard moonsault for 2. Andretti and Guevara collided on a crossbody. Jericho and Starks tagged in again. Starks caught a spear on Jericho for a close 2. Then Jericho tried for a code breaker. Starks countered into a beautiful tiger bomb. Andretti tried to the split-legged moonsault, but Jericho got his knees up as Guevara made the hot tag. He couldn't get the GTH on him, and Aiden Zaguri from action. Jericho ran traction here, started brawling with Starks on the outside. Andretti hit a beautiful poison Rana, Hangman's neck breaker on Guevara for 2. Starks on the outside hit his finish, Rochambeau on Jericho. Took him out of the match. Guevara tried for a springboard cutter, missed. Garcia jumps on the ring apron and smacked Andretti in the face with Floyd, the baseball bat. Aubrey did not see it as her attention was somewhere else. Guevara hits GPH, got the pin on Andretti, and that was the of Dynamite. Everybody looked good here. Everybody hit their offense and looked great. The distraction got enough heat on the JAS to continue this moving on into February, which I'm assuming we'll get another few weeks of Jericho and Starks in some way, shape, or form that will eventually lead to the one-on-one match. I very much looking forward to, because, like I said, Jericho's the golden ticket with the talent.
Who ordered by the car? I mean, you can go over there by the car.
And I see no difference with Ricky
Okay, go on,
Starks.
guys.
I'm looking for Jericho to
Yeah,
continue to do great. He's thinking of pretty petty, I'm sure.
Yeah, so the talent, you know, I'm not sure what they're paying.
An agent needs assistance.
There's no way it can be done.
Identified.
It just seems to be guys
Bro, you wanna know what?
An agent has left your group.
Oh shit.
Everybody thinks he's throwing fireballs everywhere. Fucking listen. Harry Potter's got shit, bro. Harry Potter's got shit on Chris Jericho.
It cannot be enough. He's so good at it.
Anyway, moving on here. We got the video pack for a nice vignette of Jay Briscoe and his family. And holy clip of Jay Briscoe right after this match. This one was definitely a tearjerker. Video package aired on the Briscoes, including a lot of family videos, including one of his daughter, which got me. And I couldn't help it here. His daughter saying that her daddy is crazy, but she loves him. And actually, that's what she meant. That it would be a very, very special day that we want Briscoe make it. Dynamite debut this week. Excellent stuff. If you're listening to that video back, what's the music there? It was just another.
An agent has joined your group.
I know you were watching it before, right? Thing here tonight together. I guess on the phone.
It was so good. I mean, he. You don't think in the ring come off as a vicious killer, and outside of the ring, he just has to smile.
Darby Allin, TNT Championship, open challenge again. Don't really like that we're getting all these open challenges. I mentioned this last week. I love Darby. I think his title is very much Darby Allin, but I love the story. Something that we should sink our teeth into. We may be getting that at the end of this match. Samoa Joe making his return and challenging again for the title next week. He went one-on-one with Buddy Matthews. We don't see no Buddy Matthews on this show. I think Buddy Matthews is fucking phenomenal. He was phenomenal on this match. He ads on social media. I don't know how Buddy Matthews is. Nobody knows he's got the, listen, he's not perfect. Obviously, he's a very stoic individual. He's not the best promo, but oh my God, man, I would put Buddy Matthews I would put Buddy Matthews up against legitimately anybody in the world. That's how good he is. Osprey, fucking Okada, everybody. He's fucking phenomenal.
Vince is crazy. I think that Buddy Murphy is talented. Vince is wasting a lot of talent.
He's just one catch.
Yeah.
Darby made his way out, and we got the commentary team putting over the match. Speaking in and bring this final match. Darby's going to be seeing both sides. Darby's going to be Buddy Matthews came out, and Buddy Matthews got the heart. So, I'm still trying to get the Kurt Jets. Gonna happen. Maybe my next trip to Chicago, man. We'll get Lee Johnson and Julia Hart. She'll come to the restaurant, bro, dressed the way she was tonight. Like the fucking Undertaker.
Dude, I got beat up by her when she was a cheerleader. I'm not trying to.
Oh, I love that. That would be the best.
Not even. Just fine.
Anyway, this was a great match. I love this match. Very hard hitting, as you would expect by both guys. Matthews landed a high knee at the start, tossed Darby around ringside right into the barricade. Loving those new barricades. They're really impactful, but Darby, he'll fly into anything. It doesn't really matter. Darby made a comeback before returning to the ring. Hit a dive on Matthews through the ropes. Matthews called him, slammed him onto the ring apron, which was devastating. And he swung him into the ringside barricade again, back and forth. Darby reversed Matthews into the barricade seconds later after that. Around 4 minutes into the match, the lights go out. When they came back on, Brody King and Malachi Black were standing in the aisleway. Ortiz ran out with a kendo stick and bashed Brody in the back. Malachi attacked him, Sting joined in with a baseball bat, and then they all brawled to the back, and they disappeared during a commercial break, leaving Darby and Buddy Matthews back to the ring. Quickly, I just want to go over this little this light going out gimmick. I don't like it. I don't like it to happen during a match. I think we see it all the time. There's no reason why Malachi and Brody King just can't walk down to the fucking ring. Why does the lights need to go out and them just magically appear in the aisleway? Oh my God! You know, the first thing that I think when the lights go out is like, oh shit, who's coming out? Is it a new debut somewhere on the roster? New addition to the House of Black? I don't like it.
Exactly. They need a little bit of a different way to signify that they're gonna come out. Yeah, I agree. Lights going out, come back home. We're expecting something. Not just a couple of guys that are here. It's nice.
Reinforcements.
They're in the house.
It's just a little overdone for my liking. I mean, save it for their entrance or whatnot. I mean, for them to be introduced to the audience in the middle of the match, they're gonna go out. I mean, I think AEW would have learned their lesson by now. Just a minor criticism. I don't want to make a big deal out of it. So they come back from the break, and both of these guys are going back and forth. Matthews lands a buck bomb and a curb stomp. I wonder where he got that from. On Darby for a near fall. Darby made a comeback, climbed to the top rope. Matthews stood and knocked.
Make sure you get the medic. Get the medic. They're going to get him off on his up.
For a near fall. Don't know how Buddy Matthews gets out of that. I'm sure Sting was very cool about that one. And not just the ring. Yeah. Darby followed up with a coffin drop as Matthews was bent over, draped over the middle rope. Right into his back, landed in the ring. 1, 2, 3, and Darby received this championship over Buddy Matthews. After the match was over, we got Samoa Joe, who appeared on the big screen during the post-match where Tony Schiavone gets to the ring. I mean, this is ridiculous. The guy just fucking wrestled on the planet for 14 minutes, and Tony Schiavone's in there, not even letting the guy catch his breath. Like, holy shit. Hey, let the fucking guy get to his feet first before he's not asking his way. So he's in there.
Schiavone was trying to stall the time.
I know. So he's in there asking Darby for a word before he can say anything, to answer any of Tony's questions. Mojo interrupts on the big screen. Joe says, coming to stage everything from Darby, coming to take back what his rightfully is. Allen winning the title is the biggest mistake of his career as the King has spoken. So he's still running with the King of Television gimmick. He sounds as menacing as ever. I love Samoa Joe. And we got this rubber match after next week for the title. Billed as a no-holds-barred match. Can you imagine what Darby Allin's going to do to Samoa Joe next week in a no-holds-barred match? I'm more worried about what Darby's going to do to Samoa Joe next week. Anyway, should be a great match. I figured they'd send them to the pay-per-view. But, looks like we're getting this match next week.
Watch out for legs. Watch out for legs.
I wonder if this is very, very ominous. Yeah, who's that? War Dog, bro. Or Wardlow. I wonder if we see Wardlow getting closer to the pay-per-view. Think we see him come back and maybe go one-on-one with Joe at the pay-per-view for what he did to his head?
He has no manhood. He has no credibility. Why do you care about him?
And maybe actions make the heart grow fonder. Like it doesn't exist.
If there's an injury, there's time off requested.
Want to answer? Yo, Wardlow, bro, where are you, man? Yeah, I got a couple questions. Where's Wardlow? Where's Steve? Don't get me wrong yet. Why is the House of Black not in anything major yet? I hope to God that they do something that's substantial, right? Well, why are we still running with some of the same problems that were problematic? House of Black should be on TV every week. No excuses. Adam Cole is back. Adam Cole's gonna have a major role on this show. This return happened last week, or a couple weeks ago, rather. Footage of him training in the ring prior to the show. He's shown looking at the banner for Revolution. So I think it's safe to assume that Adam Cole will be wrestling his first match back in AEW at the week on Revolution instead. What does he go up against? I don't know. I mean, somebody's not. Right? Maybe it's Darby. I don't know.
Wardlow and Miro are complete business. They're out hurt. Like it. They're not hurt.
I don't know. Fucking unsolved mystery over here with all these guys. Anyway, moving on. Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, and Push. They mentioned today at that party. Hathaway and Isaiah Cassidy. There was a lot of picture-in-picture for this match. Could have been a little bit better than what it was. So, you know, similar to what had happened in previous weeks here, Hathaway and Page talked down to Matt Hardy and Cassidy during their entrance. Isaiah Cassidy did not agree with the way they did his hands here. Cassidy pulling him for his own shame. And what exactly is going on here, bro? Because I'm assuming this happened on Dark. This storyline with Ethan Page and Matt Hardy. Can you fill us in on what's going on here? Why Hardy and Ethan Page seemingly have this unbalanced relationship, and why Stokely is, you know, acting the way that he is here? What's going on? Yeah, because I don't watch Dark, so I don't know.
It's very simple. I don't get where you don't understand. Ethan Page and Stokely Hathaway bought the rights to the Twist of Fate, right?
What do you mean they Hardy can Twist of Fate? How much does the Twist of Fate worth? It's a legitimate question. How much is the Twist of Fate worth?
I'm trying to explain. Now, the Twist of Fate is owned by Ethan Page, right? So, therefore, he somehow owns Matt Hardy, and Matt Hardy somehow secure the rights of things. Now, Matt Hardy is just right there. That's all we have.
So what you're telling me is, so many words. Matt Hardy's gonna have nothing remaining of him from the Hardy Bros era, and he's gonna turn back into Broken Man. Is that what you're telling me? Second? Going back to Broken Matt Hardy. Are you okay with that decision? You don't want to see any Hardy at all? I mean, listen. I think Matt Hardy is a creative. I love this gimmick. That's like a popularity. Where would he fit with current AEW? This is the direction that they're going. But like, what would he do, man? I feel like it would be. And I don't mean this in a disparaging and a disrespectful way. I would feel like it's Matt Hardy trying to hang on to whatever relevancy he and that gimmick has, and I feel like it would be no better than Danhausen. And I love it. I love the broken gimmick, don't get me wrong, but I don't know where it fits in the current scheme of direction of AEW television, because it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, I think it's running towards creative guy. Great white. Fantastic. Jericho became free of himself. He changed every time he becomes back. If he stays steady, maybe not only free hardcore and I think in Ezra, of course, I think his value would be as
Yeah, I agree. Him as an agent or producer in the tag team division, it's exactly where he would need to be.
yes.
Who knows? There's nobody better. I mean, holy shit. And AEW used their legends very well. I mean, that's one of the best things about the company, the way that they utilize their legends. It would be no different than anything else with Matt Hardy. And I know a lot of people are wondering where Jeff is. The last thing that Jeff needs to be doing is wrestling.
Yeah.
He's wrestling. You know, he needs to get sober, he needs to get better, and needs to, you know, just re-ease himself after fucking years and years of abuse. I mean, maybe he makes one last comeback. We don't know, but that's the last thing that anybody should be thinking about Jeff Hardy.
No, we don't. Look, bringing Jeff Hardy back after driving DUI, he just lost a date and for the Pirates. I wish Jeff the best, and he would be another one that would be great in the backstage. This guy has managed to get himself over. Not named Jeff Jarrett, but I do not want to see that. Okay. And only have 2 hours.
Younger bootleg Hook and Jungle Boy, Jack Perry here. This match started with Ethan Page and Jungle Boy. They both squared off the middle of the ring. Ethan shoved Hook, then ran out of the ring. Hook went after him, chasing at ringside. Ethan blocked the suplex, set up for an Ego's Edge at ringside. Jungle Boy broke that up. We go to commercial break. Most of the match, like I said before, happened in the commercial break. Hardy had Jungle Boy down after side effects. Ethan insisted Hardy tag him in before Hardy could hit the twist of fate. The Jungle Boy counted a very cocky Ethan Page here with a snare trap. Hardy reached for the tag. Hook yanked Hardy off the ring apron. Ethan tapped out to the snare trap and Jungle Boy. Hook and Jungle Boy win in about 9 minutes. And that was basically all she wrote. Jungle Boy. I like the tag team. I don't know where they go.
I think they're gonna keep them together. They should, because if not, what are you doing?
Nothing. Hook's got nothing to do, and Jungle Boy's waiting for Christian Cage to get back.
Maybe Christian Cage to come back. Keep them together. Let them do what they do in the tag. There'll be a fresh look tag. Let's see them do some damage. You separate them, and you gotta find something together. You have something.
I'd like to see them make a run at possible tag team titles later this year. I think that would be fantastic, and you know, it would give Jungle Boy's been there since the very beginning. He's been short into his own, you know, character and his own man. Basically, not his way anymore. You know, he's developed into his own man, and I think Hook could learn a lot from Jungle Boy, being around him and getting a piece of that spotlight with Jungle Boy is perfectly over. I think it's nothing but positive, to be quite honest.
The Jay Briscoe show that's taken down.
What are you talking about? It doesn't air till 1 a.m.
The stream was up.
Somebody made a book.
The premiere was set. I was ready for it. I was sitting there looking at it. It's gone.
I don't know why. I just read an article saying that they were planning on premiering it at 1 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. Somebody might have made a boo-boo. I don't know how you make that fuck up, because it's a pretty blatant fuck up to go into YouTube and say, public. Oh, wait a minute. What you mean the one that he filmed last week?
Yeah. for 3 years. Dead woman.
Oh, I'm looking at it now. This video is out right.
Yeah.
Huh. Man, I wonder what happened. No idea. Maybe it was taken away from Power Slap. Fucking dumbass show. Oh. Rip the wall. Yeah. Someone's gonna die on that show. Legitimately, someone's gonna die. Can you imagine? Anyway, Hook and Jack Perry winning about 9 hits. Decent little fun there. I'd like to see them continue the team. Into that in the future, wondering what they got going on. Yeah. We got a family therapy session. Sometimes we need therapy, just being on fucking Twitter. Never mind. Fucking Billy Gunn, Max Katz, and Anthony Bowens with the Gun Club. We're sitting around nice little round table here, or nice little circle of just airing their grievances with this very attractive young therapist. Don't know who she was. She did look very familiar. People are telling me she is an impact.
They have this there. They came this way. Yes,
I
man.
forgot her name, but she was there.
Ah.
Guns talked about how Billy wasn't a dad because he was always on the road. Owen says they are pieces of shit because they had a chance to fix it and chose not to. Caster said he has no sympathy for them. Austin says they were there for them, but they named them the ass police. Gunn cut off their arguing and said he asked both of their perspectives. He said their faults are a result of Billy's faults. As a father, Billy asked what would make them happy. Gunn said the belts would make them happy. Now, when Billy was asked that question, bro, Billy asked what would make them happy, and the Gun said, belts. You know, I listened to that and I thought what you said. And you've been saying it, and I'm starting to believe it a little bit more, bro. Billy may actually do one for his sons and give his sons the title here and say, hey, you know, my son, want you and I'm gonna turn on.
Oh shit! Watch your back. Watch your back.
Major heat. Major.
And it creates another chase.
Could be a decent pay-per-view match, I'd say. You know, listen, I said it last week. Guns Corona, I think both of them have it's out. I can't put my finger on it yet. They're just the right amount of prick. And they get legitimate heat. And it's good heat, too. It's not like fucking bad Corbin heat. It's good heat. Like, you can fucking feel it.
Right this time, man.
It's not the right move.
No, we got fucking
No. Listen, you gotta set up another match with the place to get the titles back and try to move on with the Gun Club. I don't think the Gun Club are gonna be tag team champions for a long term.
No, they can hold it till the next day. They can hold it for a couple.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose because they trust it to lose. And losing. They're not losers. They get screwed over. They trusted someone when they shouldn't have, and then they'll get back to that mountain fight. That gives the tag team titles a little bit of
Apparently the therapist was
plus, does that now give Jungle Book something to do for a few weeks? Because now we have the tag champions healed. Now we have the Jungle Book.
it's a possibility. One thing I take away from this, youth. It's youth. Future. Love it. The therapist's name was
Oh shit, behind me, you fucker! You see that bitch?
Bro, listen, don't let Abaddon get wind of that, bro. Yeah, you'll be in big trouble. Yeah, she was very attractive. I'm looking at 750 likes in the day. Why? It's 2100 plus. I need 1,000. You guys know how to add? You guys know how to hit the thumbs up, turns blue. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Super chats are open. Get them on it. Come on.
You so handsome.
Arquette interviewed Adam Hangman Page for a second week in Road to elaborate on what he's expecting next. Hangman said, the more he tries to look forward, he ends up looking back to Ohio, where things started with him and John Moxley. And next week they're in Dayton, Ohio. That he'd like to try to knock him out. Really, Yuta interrupted and said it would be impossible to knock out Moxley. He said he's not there this week, but he accepted his challenge for John Moxley on his behalf.
Oh, that ain't no more.
Coming Friday on Rampage, Hangman explained the thing. That's Moxley won't happen to him as well. So we got a nice little match there with Hangman and Wheeler Yuta. And a very straightforward promo by Adam Page. He did not really elaborate on what had been said last week.
Still another one out here.
He was rolling and he was talking to Renee as if it was just a regular shooting the shit backstage. And it was very straightforward, man. Nothing really new here. No new information from Hangman. But we will talk about Wheeler Yuta now.
I thought there was still one left.
Discussion in not a good way tonight. Because Bryan Danielson wrestled Brian Cage in the very next match. And in Ohio, bro. You know, Ohio is big for pro wrestling revolver. My guy, Sammy Callahan. You know, I hear he's a free agent coming up. He's going to be a free agent, man. What do you think about Sammy Callahan joining John Moxley?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. It feels like a big name, like Sammy Callahan, could get lost in the AEW shuffle just because of like TV. I actually think it's better than
With Triple H keeping the way that he is right now. He get away from what Sammy Callahan is and take less than his. It's going to be less than that.
yeah, full credit. But we're trying to get Miro.
Yeah.
We're trying to get
Sammy Callahan so good at running and go on any fucking on any conference. It doesn't matter for me.
I would rather see Sammy Callahan on the Raw barring any Vince McMahon creative things,
Dang it.
Oh, Mick Foley got younger.
yeah.
Who brought Mick back to the E?
Dang.
Vince
That's gotta be it. Now.
Sammy Zayn, we have him on SmackDown. We can't have no Sammy. Felt the same way. We'll get him out of here, bro. Anyway, Bryan Danielson versus Brian Cage. Part of the MJF Challenge. My God, man, I hear Brian Cage is a free agent as well. Now, I don't know what's going to happen there. Brian Cage has put on some fucking great matches as of late. He's really raising his stock. Whatever he wants to do, he's had great matches in Ring of Honor with his guys. This match tonight with Bryan Danielson was fucking fantastic. I'll get into that in a second. Bro, could we see Brian Cage lose?
It's fine.
He is the six-man tag team champion.
Yeah, and that's what I think. If he's
I don't know when his contract is up, but it was before my life. He does have a contract coming up, but he's actually making a statement as to why Tony Khan should definitely bring him back. This match was fantastic. This was all Brian
That's it.
until the last maybe 3 minutes. Very fine and comeback. Brian Cage's offense was incredible. Brian sold the shit out of him. Brian Cage was sitting down. Brian made a nice little comeback. What you expect him to do. Great. Out of nowhere, the ending was great. You know, Brian could beat anybody with that precise. trying to tap anybody out without the battle lock. But the way that they ended this match was exactly what this match needed because Brian Cage was dominating most of this thing. So, we got these two guys, and they did have a commercial break in between this. Danielson did a drop kick through the ropes. Tope, top rope crossbody onto the floor. Back inside.
Oh shit! Another one! Oh, what the fuck?
Very awkwardly. A couple moments in this match where I thought Danielson landed on his head or his neck, or you know, he at least landed on his shoulder a couple of times. Cage followed with a release German, and then throw Brian down on his head. Cage was dominating for most of this match, like I said, dominating the arm of Danielson, which MJF paid him to do. And he promised MJF that he was right to Danielson escaped the bear hug, tried his corner moonsault, but Cage caught him into a shoulder breaker, which was fucking great. Cage did his suplex from the ring apron into the ring, followed with a German suplex from the outside in for 2 counts. Now Danielson was hung up in the corner. Cage tried an avalanche bomb, Danielson fought free with a charging drop kick and a superplex. Some yes kicks, Danielson tried for a triangle choke, Brian Cage easily powered out of that. Danielson countered into an ankle lock and leg trap German suplex. Danielson and Cage tried some big shots until Cage hit a big buckle bomb in the corner. He tried for a second, he got a second and a third power bomb, but Danielson on the third rolled him up from behind and hit the out of nowhere pin. 1, 2, 3, and Danielson gets the roll up slash pin here.
Hey, what the fuck?
Post-match, Cage attacked and hit his weapon X finish as MJF walked to the ring very, very angrily. He shoved the ring attendant down, took his chair. Don't know what the ring attendant did, but MJF was in a pissed off mood tonight. Cage put Danielson's arm through the chair and bolted her onto the post. And then, obviously, MJF wanted to make sure that his money was being well spent, so he had Cage try and humanize his arm. And all of a sudden, Konosuke Takeshita came out and made the save. MJF fell, and Cage was laid out with a running knee. Takeshita and Doc Sands with the doctor check on the fight. So not much in terms of MJF. Out there, he did some big shots, big ground and pound on Danielson. Out comes Takeshita. Looks like we could be seeing a tag team match of sorts somewhere down the line here. Brian and Takeshita teaming against MJF and Brian Cage. Great. But what did I think? I thought this was very exactly what this team needed after Brian really came from behind there. He's much bigger, Brian Cage.
I will say though, I was a little nervous watching Brian work with Cage.
What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
Watch your back, watch your back, watch your back!
I'll put it like this. I think Cage is but I don't
This motherfucker got a glitch in these walls. He'll keep coming.
Yeah.
Makes me glitch.
Moves. Sometimes that's one of these extremely delicate as far as the fans. We don't want to see this. We do not. I wasn't that, but maybe that was the thing that made the match at the same time.
Oh, come on. What the fuck is this shit?
I like it.
You know, I seen this article. I was on the train coming home from the gym.
He coming up behind us. From the backside.
And all of a sudden, you know, I got people hitting me up. What do you think? What do you think about it? Blah, blah, blah. And Takeshita was focused. I don't know how long or why, but Takeshita was focused on Rick Flair's To Be the Man podcast while he was discussing Takeshita's in-ring work. Now, I know that there's no and why Rick Flair was just on Monday Night Raw on Monday talking about
All these fucking waves come from.
Now, if anybody watched that match, because there's clips on social media that I saw tonight, there was nothing lackluster about it. I don't know what Ric Flair was watching. Maybe he needs to strip flex. Maybe he needs to turn up his hearing
He's
aid.
like SMG, man.
But
Fuck this
Brian
shit.
Dempsey's chest was popping blood vessels because of how hard the catch was stopping. Brian Dempsey. Then I thought, oh, you can use any example.
Fuck,
What I
man.
thought was just bullshit. And I know he's your favorite guy. The Japanese guy who was
Shit,
chopping
did
Brian
that shit
Dempsey
all
on
the
his,
time.
first of all, I don't even know his name. On his knees, the chops
Shit, yeah.
if you're gonna chop someone, goddamn it, hit them hard. It's not gonna hurt you. Did you watch that match? Daniel was on his knees, and the guy was going, yeah, I mean, give me a break. It's embarrassing. Then
I
there was
had
a
enough of this.
David
5.5 hours.
got the shit slapped out of him just walking back into the locker room. If you're gonna hit someone like that, you want to get the crowd to woo or react. You gotta hit them hard. And to catch the bro fucking how Clancy is, he apologized to Ric Flair, and even said he would love Ric Flair to teach him how to chop. Can you imagine that?
Well, the Kevin is gonna have to learn to get used to a and what Rick said about him is a goddamn slap in the face. So, Castro, here's the problem. How can Konosuke Takeshita come out and say that Ric Flair is wrong about his opinion about his child?
You can't.
How can you fucking do that?
We know he's wrong, but Takeshita can.
You can't do that. You can't do that, dude. That's like a current NBA phenomenon being told by Michael Jordan, like, oh man, your dunks are shit. Your dunks are shit, bro. Who are you to say he's wrong? I mean, so if Ric Flair says your chops suck, you have nothing to do but go back and try to fix it. But Rick is wrong. There's nothing wrong with his fucking chops.
Nothing wrong with his chops.
Nothing.
Stephen Bandelli with a $100 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. We love you here, man. Owen Hart, Chris Candido, Brody Lee, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, and now Jay Briscoe Pro Wrestling know how to do memorial shows right. Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe, and thank you to everyone involved in getting this done. Reach to the sky. Thank you, brother. Very emotional night, and we as wrestling fans, very happy that Tony Khan got the job.
Agent, appreciate the supplies. We're in great shape thanks to you.
Yes, at the end of it all, Ric Flair is senile. I think he needs to open his eyes a little bit better. You don't even know the fucking guy's name. Maybe you should have watched the match. Clearly, you didn't. But like you said, Jesse, you know, there's a reason why these WWE disgruntled ex-fucking Hall of Famers, these Hall of Famers, ex-WWE superstars, bro, go on their podcasts. You know, they don't want, you know, they're running out of stories to tell. Yeah, they're running out of stories to tell, and they all know that jumping on the AEW hate train like fucking Moron Inferno and Vince Russo and all these other guys, right, is going to get them in the headlines, and that's why they do it.
I've said this for years. If they just go on and do a normal show talking about the things that they were involved in, what they experienced, it'll get their normal amount of clicks. Whatever their normal amount. I'm not gonna say, oh, you wouldn't get anything. They will get their normal amount of clicks. When they start talking ridiculous nonsense about current stars, their global clicks double and triple. That is why they do it. It'll be news. Tomorrow morning, when you guys wake up, it'll be on Wrestle Talk. Ric Flair says that Takeshita can't chop. You know, news headline. Everyone's talking about Rick. Oh, Rick knows what he's talking about. Yeah, but you're talking about Rick. Rick wins.
Road Dogg's been doing it on his show. He's mentioned CM Punk and what he thought about CM Punk, and mentioned Asuka should be the Roman Reigns of the WWE Women's Division, which, you know, I could absolutely see being the case, but, you know, that's why they do it. How many more stories do they have? You know? Well, they do it. Lame, but pay the bills at the end of the day. So, Brian, after being beat up here by MJF and, you know, almost pulmonized by Brian Cage, Renee was in the back. Dancing was singing to the Renee was there immediately. and Danielson was sitting on the trainer's table. The trainer said it didn't look good. Renee asked if he can wrestle. As the trainer was about to say something, Doc Samson, by the way, Danielson went into a just angry rage. He said he wrestled 60 minutes with a separated shoulder, and he's not letting this stop him. He says he's going to take what means the most to MJF, the AEW title, and show the world that behind MJF's mask is a fraud. Is going to expose him. Says he should be and will be the AEW World Champion. He looked